Hey guys, Luxter here, coach on a couch, another week, another episode, and lots of sport to talk about. We'll see what the Donks has been up to over the past weekend. Donkster?
Lucky Luxter?
I've got to start with something just before we get going. So, our good friend, old Gareth Prout.
Yes.
He says, no, it's nice to see Dino on the other side of the camera, you know, the haircut, the mullet, okay? You know, 15 years, a little bit too late to be wearing a mullet, but he says, you know, he gets it. But he's asked me to ask you, where are you going? And I said, what do you mean, where are you going? He says, he's got that fanny pack there. Where's he going? Just ask him, where's he going? So I said, I'd ask you.
So it went with the mullet.
Oh.
But now that the mullet's gone, I'm just holding on to what
Just
I can,
something.
you
Just
know?
hold on to something that gives you a bit of the thought process and the reminder of a
Lucky,
mullet.
it's exactly that.
Okay.
Listen,
Hope you got your answer, Dean. Gareth.
Gareth, the mullet, it was for the boys. But the wife,
She
the
put her
wife
foot
is
down.
my life. So there you go.
There we are. There's something you don't hear every day. Well, what? The wife is my life.
There you go.
I have no experience in that department. So.
But Lucky, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
I saw you had a little run-in with the cops this weekend.
Bro! Well, as you can see, my eyes haven't recovered. So, obviously, you asked me about Soweto Water Polo Club.
Yes.
The season's back started again.
Okay.
So we play games at Parktown on a Sunday mornings is our games there. So we were playing against Wahoo, 12-10W for the boys.
Well done.
Yeah. It was tough getting to the pool. That Parktown pool's cold.
Wahoo!
So the pool wasn't the clearest pool ever. So obviously someone tried to give it a bit of a shock treatment. So the chlorine, listen,
Yes.
you went underwater. Tough. So afterwards then, you know, the eyes became roy. And I went to go to St. Stadiums to go watch a little bit of the water polo. And, you know, on the way there, a little whoop, whoop. You know, pull over. Hey, good afternoon, officer. How are you? So I had my glasses on. And, you know, I want to look at the guy in the face that I'm greeting. Hello, officer. And my boy looks and he gives it a... And then?
Yes, rough night.
So obviously I didn't see my eyes. I know they saw, but I didn't, you know,
Yeah.
understand. And I look in the rearview mirror and I'm like, I can explain. I promise.
Yeah.
I didn't quite buy the fact that I've just, you know, beaten Wahoo 12-10 in a water polo game that I was a part of.
He should have arrested you for claiming that victory over Wahoo is actually a big achievement, eh?
It was a massive achievement for 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
It's Wahoo, man.
Exactly, it was Wahoo.
Come on,
Our
Lucky.
team
Lucky,
was
you're
very
better
nice.
than that.
Listen,
You're better
I saw
than
a
that.
photo of you after you got pulled over. Those eyes should have got you arrested, my man.
Yeah, no, thank goodness I had photos. Thank goodness I had my swimming costume in the bag. I was like, sir, honestly, I was
Okay, so
Been
that's
okay.
really cool. So season's up and running for you.
season up and running. So Soweto Water Polo Club, shout out. Second win of the season. We played Edenvale previous week, but obviously I wasn't unavailable because I was busy with polo and coaching. So yeah, we're in the second division. So we're second division, then the first division, then the Prem division. So
Okay,
just having a little run around there.
And then what other water polo has been going on?
So St. Stadium's hosted one of the biggest under 13 tournaments in the country. So they got like 20 girls team, 20 boys team type things, quite big across there in Bryanston. So big tournament. Went across there to watch some polo to see how the juniors are developing. And some really awesome polo. So big weekend since Thursday they were at it. And then this weekend coming will be the senior version. So all the first teams, the first real national tournament that we have in the country without any matrics. So they call it the Stayers tournament. So this is what your first team's looking at going forward. So you can just adjust to it slightly.
Oh, lovely. So this will be guys setting up their teams for next year.
Yeah, setting up their teams from last year. You remember we won with Peter in 2009, I think. Yeah,
Yes,
2009.
yes.
2009.
I remember I was sitting on the bench.
That's all Brad Sheldrake. They played St. John's, I think.
I had the best seat in the house. What do you mean, do I remember?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Lux.
Well, I got to test out the water there a little bit. Peter, yeah, please. Dino needs to talk about his water time.
Yes, I still also remember I did something crazy before the first game there. You know, they had the diving boards there.
Yes.
And I went, I think it was the 10 meter. And I saw a few of the lads doing a little backflip and whatnot up there. And I tried to do it.
How hard
like,
can it be?
and halfway through my backflip, the water was there. And I promise you, I didn't even get wet. I landed on top of the water like this.
You just get it off.
For a minute, I had to check that I was still alive. Okay, I climbed out of that pool like nothing happened, but you could see by the bruise on the front of me.
You were just Roy, one
And then
colour,
I'm
one
looking
side.
at coach like I still want to play. Please, coach.
Then you wonder why you're on the bench. Look at the tomfoolery you're up to before the game.
Hey, listen.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that'll be this weekend. Both first team boys and girls. So, hopefully the weather holds because thunderstorms expected in Joburg for the rest of the week. So, hopefully.
Oh, listen, I
see
did
some
something a
photo.
little different this weekend. I watched Formula One.
How did that go?
Listen, Lucky, that's out of our price racket in terms of the afternoon.
I told you this, Dongsa. These sports that I don't understand, it's because I can't afford them. It's long, it's commitment, there's a swing.
Well, Hamilton beached himself, so he was out. And then there was 2 Ferraris, first and second, and Max Verstappen in third. So
Where was that?
in USA.
Oh, yeah, US.
The US Grand Prix. So
The Texas circuit.
yeah, that's pretty much all I know about F1. But
Don't Texas do
a
that
hell
like
of a
Indy,
race.
don't they do that Indy cars and things also?
yeah,
Like
so
Indy 500.
that would be the main version of that type of sport.
Because you know Americans, the rest of the world goes straight, they go left. You know,
Left and
there's
around.
cricket. Oh, no, we'll have baseball.
Go in
There's
the circle.
football. No, we'll have our own soccer. They're always going left. So that old Indy thing, because that's where all the monster trucks and cuck like that came from.
Yeah,
Also.
but I mean, listen, it's fun every now and then too.
Yeah, just now and again, just to say I watched, I was there.
But then there was some really cool MMA.
MMA this weekend, yeah.
Yeah, so there was
Ooh,
a fight
Blixen
night on UFC where my boy Pereira, not that Pereira that you're thinking about, it's another guy.
Not the guy that did
No,
that.
no, not
Okay.
that guy. It's
All right.
another guy who's also really cool. He's like a stuntsman of the UFC. He does backflip kicks and runs and jumps off the side of the cage. But he
Okay.
got beat by a wrestler, so that was a little bit boring because
Mm-hmm.
you wanting to see this flamboyant guy, but all they did was wrestle him, which I mean it was obviously the game plan.
W's a W.
But then there was something really interesting that happened in the PFL. Now that's another brand of MMA.
Mm-hmm.
Francis Ngannou came in and had a fight. But now he fought this absolute monster Ferreira, who you never seen such a big guy who can like give you a head kick, you know what I mean? So it's like,
So quite agile for a big guy.
but Francis Ngannou walked in there,
He doesn't play
cornered this
around that
oak
guy.
in the first round,
Francis does
took
not
the
play around.
belt in his first fight in the PFL,
Just like that.
just like that. I mean, imagine you the belt holder of the PFL, and then they tell you, okay, cool, there's a new guy coming through, he's gonna,
You're like, bring it. Then they tell you who it is. It's Francis.
and Francis Ngannou walks in.
Dan Kakye.
Yeah. So it was really cool because, you know, Francis Ngannou lost that boxing match where he got knocked out by Anthony Joshua. Everybody thought, okay, cool, the hype's done now. So this win was really crucial
This is the comeback.
in saying, cementing his legacy, really.
Okay. The cricket, the ladies. Amper.
Unfortunately, we played our final against
Australia.
Australia before the final.
Bruh. We should have gone into bat first.
Do you think so?
I think so. We should have posted first.
Because we won the toss and we chose to bat second.
We should have gone in first. Because those last 4 overs killed us. New Zealand just gave it. Wah,
know.
wah, wah.
Yeah, it's like those first few wickets of ours. We're trying to preserve them. Where we should have said we've got 10
should have
batsmen.
hit.
Let's go.
Go.
That's what New Zealand did because you saw it was at the end that their guys made the runs.
Yeah. So, but I mean, another wonderful campaign for the ladies. Back-to-back finalists. Obviously, they lost here, unfortunately, last year. They lose now to New Zealand. But like you said, that win against Australia was massive. I mean, they'd never beaten them in a T20 Cup before. So some massive improvements. Our first 10-wicket haul at a T20 tournament as well. So the ladies really, really coming out. I mean, it's just obviously sour grapes that we don't have medals around next, but still a fantastic performance.
Yeah, it was actually a first time in the final for us and for New Zealand. So
Yes, they're playing each other. Yeah.
And I know that the whole of South Africa was hoping the women would win because you know that story about the men. Sorry, bro. Yeah, I said that story about the men's cricket. So
Oh man. So yeah, it got to be spicy, Dongster. It's early in the week for this, man. But yeah, no, well done to the ladies. The men are up in against Bangladesh. Kagiso Rabada managing to get his 300th test wicket earlier today.
But that's today.
And I mean, considering it's a wonderful achievement, but considering how little test cricket we've had over the last calendar year, it's still a magnificent achievement. I mean, imagine playing test cricket a little bit more often. You would have probably hit that milestone yonks ago. So he continues to go on. So just a quick one on the cricket. Remember we had Mike Bechet on last week.
Yes.
And I was talking about the cricket bats that he collects, and he spun us some story that I'm gonna make a bench and I was like, okay, yeah, brother. Anyway, so he sent us a photo. There it is. There's his cricket bench that's sitting outside on his veranda there. So pretty cool, huh?
Yes, that is really cool, eh?
Just shows you how long he's involved in cricket. When was the last time you saw a laser cricket bat?
I mean, I would love to walk past that bench and pretend to just block one down into the covers, but
no, don't do that, don't. But yeah, pretty cool. Bicky varnish, I think, needed.
A little linseed oil and a bit of knocking in.
Yes, just a bit of knocking in. But that's pretty cool from Besh there. And then what else was not good? There was a bit of golf. We haven't had some golf in a while.
Yes. So, finally, something cool to watch.
Yeah.
Sunshine Tour was played at Glendower.
Oh, yeah, in Inville.
Yeah, in the east. So, the east of Joburg, which is really awesome because I've played that golf course a few times.
Sure. You've played or you've
I mean,
played or you've knocked a couple of balls
there? That golf course has played me a few times.
Okay, all right,
So,
okay. Normally we used to have the Joburg Open historically used to be played at Glendower.
Yes. So now that course is a super long, big hitter's dream. Robin Williams, also known as Robbie,
Yes.
he's done the back-to-back and he won at Glendower now this weekend.
Oh, wonderful.
He shot 22 under after the 4 days.
Sure.
Which is amazing because the last time I played there, I shot 20 over and I thought it was a good round.
You know what? If you don't back yourself, Donkster, who will? So if you thought you shot a great round, to you that was important.
Thank goodness for handicaps. And I'm not talking about this one.
Not that one. Not that one. Okay, otherwise they'd have to organize some special parking here for you. Then lastly, some ruggers.
Yes. Some interesting rugby. The Lions versus Zabray.
Yeah. I will move along. Take the win, take it.
Listen,
Weather was
a win
terrible. People were terrible.
In a cup game like that means more than...
If you can win in shitty conditions like that, in not a really lovely game, then shows a bit of grit.
Let me pull up some of the other games here.
And it was a 1-pointer, 10-9, huh?
10-9. There was another 1-pointer, which was the Bulls. They went down 22-23.
Yeah, back-to-back red cards work.
Oh, shame, man.
I don't know. Does the URC, are we doing that 20 minutes back in thing? I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's been talks about that. That's for a red card, eh?
I know the World Rugby they're discussing. I don't know if it's going to be implemented in URC, but yeah. Those are
that was
Bulls.
against Scarlets for the Bulls. But then the Sharks beating Glasgow Warriors and the Stormers beating Munster.
The Stormers, I was listening to their press conference there with old Dobson and the lads. They said, one of the journalists asked, it hasn't been the greatest of starts for you guys this season. And, he was quite comical about it. And he says, listen, it hasn't been a great season, but it's better than some other seasons that we've had because they've been lacking there at the bottom. So they were very much looking forward to a win.
Listen, I heard some rumors about Toulouse trying to pinch some of the Lions players.
Please, guys, stay. Please. Hold fast. Please, don't go anywhere. Hold fast, guys. Just relax.
And then the under-21, and the Lions played in the final on Friday.
So on Friday was the under-19s.
Under-19s. That was Lions versus Bulls.
Yes. Bruh, the Bulls also actually, can we pick a bone with Carl Kassim's team there from across the Yuxke? How do you invite us to your stadium to play the under-19 final and then you say, Bete, we play on the field
What was that,
outside.
Lucky?
Bro.
The fans were standing on the field.
Yeah. I'm like, guys, I respect us. Yeah.
I couldn't figure out what was going on there. Why?
Tomsa, imagine you invite us to your house and you say, guys, just outside there, please. Yeah, just stay. What? I wasn't happy with that, actually.
Well, listen.
So just as well, we gave them a fatsua.
Then the under-21s went down.
Guys, You know what they did? They tried to copy-paste the under-19s. So, the under-19s, they conceded a try, 2 minutes to go. Off the restart, they get a penalty. Instead of going for the post, they decide to kick to the corner. Molly, hands, shabalala in the corner. Try time, we win it. We win the game there. Then at 21 tried to do the same thing. Butterfinger.
No.
Then JC Mars gave it a 100-meter try. Honoripala.
Well,
Then we're
thank
like,
goodness-
guys, relax. We still got a minute. They kicked off. What? We conceded 14 points in 1.5 minutes.
Oh, no.
Maar amper. We're almost there.
Okay. Off camera, I heard you saying something about St. David's in Nanda. What's going on there?
So this coming week, in Under Hoops, they host one of the
Yes.
biggest basketball tournaments in the country. So that under 15s and first team will be across there. They also host under 14 water polo that will be across there as well. So Matthew. Finally adding value there, your alma mater. Huh?
I thought St. David's would have been hosting the boys choir championships.
Jeez, tough crowd. You can turn off his mic now,
A
Matthew.
bit too spicy today, eh?
A bit too spicy. Gee whiskers. The rehab must be going wonderfully on the leg. So yeah, those were the under 21s, under 19s. But that Western Province side is littered with SA under 20 players. Junior Leotlela, Joshua Bull there. So they brought it. They brought it. And then I was in Pretoria. There's Pretoria and there's Pretoria. For the club championship, the Gold Cup final, the ARC Gold Cup final.
Yes, that's club rugby.
Club rugby. So, you win your club rugby in Johannesburg, in Gauteng, then the winner of the KZN and EP and Western Province, then they play in the Gold Cup.
Okay.
So these were the winners of that. So the Northern Rhinos played against the Naka Bulls. The Naka Bulls are from Pretoria. So I was there to do some commentary for there. So, yeah, there was a couple of double brandies floating around there afterwards. Because the Naka Bulls were down in the first half. The Rhinos came proper. And then the second half, they decided to catch a bit of a wake-up. So they won the ARC Gold Cup. Over the
Nice. You had a lekker action-packed weekend.
yeah,
eh?
I was BS out of mischief. Yeah. So that was good.
Lekker.
But I would like to know, for example, what was said at halftime for the under-19 final, because hey, it was tough going.
I'd love to
What
have
were-
a chat with that
We're
coach.
24 something. We wasn't looking very
They
pretty
put
there.
something in the oranges at halftime.
Then after halftime, 4 tries unanswered.
And then the Bulls came back to take the lead again
Then
with
they
2
said,
minutes.
"Yeah, we're not finished.
And with 1 minute left, we said, no, boys, this is ours.
Let's just seal the deal. Let's find out a little bit more about it."
Now you can relax, eh? The job is done.
Regular Boogie, the Foxtrot. What are you
Mic
saying?
In front of you, then, please. Thank you.
Is that fine?
A little bit closer. You can move that thing as much as you need to.
Okay. Is that perfect?
There we
There
go.
we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
The mix,
it's
eh,
fine.
the mix, the
Not
mix.
just a pretty face, eh?
No. A little bit of
Regular
a break.
Boogie.
Laxter?
Bruh, let's jump straight in, bruh. Halftime, you're sweating there.
Listen, halftime we were not panicking, but I think we went where we were supposed to be.
Yeah.
You got a halftime talk, then 20 points down, it's like something's going to change.
So were you talking at halftime or?
I think I was talking about some words that I don't think I can mention on this show. But yeah, plans were made. Luckily, the boys listened to the plans and we started well. That first score changed everything after halftime.
Yes, straight
So-
after halftime.
Straight after,
'Cause
they
we
needed
scored
to score first.
100%.
Otherwise, it was going to be
Yeah.
a long second half.
Yeah, because if you think about it, we're 24-3 down.
24-3, yeah.
Scored just before halftime, scored after halftime. So those 14 points, yeah. Brought us
Game
back
changer.
in it. Yeah, brought us back in it. That's brought us
Game
back in
changer.
it, Yeah.
Matthew Kutsia, yes, what a guy, what a guy. Kicked us into some good positions there. Just really stepped up the tempo, I think,
Yeah.
particularly in the second.
Yeah. I think last night was just final jitters,
Yeah.
to be honest. I mean, Matt Kutsia is a high school kid. He's preparing for his final exams.
Oh, wow.
And then on the Friday, he has to play a Currie Cup final on national television. So I think just before they were
Not
just...
Pap and Flaser.
No, they were stuck on the shoulder. He's really talented at Lauti. Second half, he just did what what he's been doing throughout this tournament and play some rugby, throw the ball around.
So let's chat a little bit about that because, I mean, in your starting lineup, you had Luke Cannon, a schoolboy. So it's an under 19, so a lot of the guys are first year out of school.
Yeah.
But the Lions, you know, they sit in a really good position where, you know, they've contracted some of the local guys for next year already. So they were allowed to play the season already.
Yeah.
Matthew Kutsia, Rasima Kosa, Luke Cannon as well. So they're schoolboys. I mean, that morning there, those guys were doing school things and then off they go to the final there. So
Sorry, ma'am, I got to.
I just gonna run.
but it wasn't a Queenie situation where it was like, man, focus on those guys. Yeah, I don't need you to worry about me. I'm going to the World Cup. Don't worry. Focus on those guys. It wasn't one of those situations that we saw there. So how's it been managing those lighties in particular?
It's been difficult a little bit, like that, but I'd like to say congratulations to the kids first and foremost for winning, because I don't think very few skilled kids win a Currie Cup final. Yeah. But JP as a school has allowed us to get some time for the kids. Because at the end of the day, they have to pass matric, so they've missed some sessions, come in for afternoon sessions. So we've really worked well with JP High School. So we're really thankful for that because we're very thin on players. We got a lot of injuries and. JP as a school actually allowed us to use their kids.
So that relationship's really important, huh?
Listen, first class relationship because Rasima goes as the head boy of JP. Yeah. Before we played Western Province in the semi-final, he was delivering a speech. After the speech, he had to run and go play a rugby game. Yeah. So it's the maturity from the kids and the relationship between the schools is first class. So we're glad and we're thankful for that.
Because I mean, like Dino, for example. If you didn't know now that those guys are school kids in school, you wouldn't have said because one, they slotted right in there. I mean, even the second half, you brought Rasima in there. It looked like, I know, these guys have been there forever. So that journey there was pretty good. Talk to me about Ricardo Brandal. What a story. So Ricardo Brandal's a lucid prop from JP.
Yeah.
Wonderful scrummager at first team level. When it came time for the Academy Week and for Craven Week, my boy didn't even make it to second round. He was just nowhere. And now you're starting for the Golden Lions in a final. He's a winner in the under-19 section and a try under his name there. Yeah. Must be a proud coach, Coachy.
Really am, but I'll never take the credit for him. Our first coach, Vessel Rue.
Oh, machine!
Machina found the kid because obviously Vessel Rue was helping out with JP and scrummaging. So he said, boys, there's a kid named Ricardo Brandal.
Have a look-see here.
Have a look-see. Because here's the thing, like sports is a matter of opinion, hey?
Yeah.
Other coaches didn't really rate him that much, but Vessel's like, listen, boys, there's something in there. So kid played great rugby this year, got himself a try, doesn't score many, and it's the right day for him to score one. So
I don't want to know what he did after that final whistle and team talk. It must have been good.
No, it's an incredible story, like, because the kid was nowhere.
Yeah.
Last year, he probably thought, I would never play for the Lions or make any provincial team, let alone win a Currie Cup under-19 final.
Absolutely fantastic. And a really nice story about Ricardo Brandal. So obviously he was at JP, was a prefect there as well.
Yeah.
And one nice thing about the young man, his jersey, his first team jersey. And this is where I want Foxy to come in as well because he's involved at that level as well. So a lot of the time, first team rugby players, whether you make provincial or national, you want to go back to your school and thank, the people that were important in terms of your rugby development.
Yeah.
And very often we see the likes of Dino going back to their high school and thanking the high school for, turning him to the rugby player that he is. But we forget, where did you learn your grassroots and your basics? At primary school. So Ricardo Brandal is one of those guys. He went back to his primary school and he gave his jersey to primary school and said, Coachy, if you didn't give me this first shot, leave high school, leave scholarship, leave Lions, what, I would have never made it into rugby there. So that was important. And so very, very special for the young lad. Yeah. And that's what I ask you as well, because you're involved in those grassroots level at KEP. So one day you're coaching basics under 13, next day you're winning Currie Cup gold medals. How's that transition for you?
I think rugby doesn't change. The fundamental skills, catch pass is still catch pass for under 7 and the Springboks. So it's actually, I think the primary school stuff works my patience.
Okay.
Actually develop my patience because you've got to explain, walk
hold
through,
your tongue, that could be also.
repeat, rinse, repeat. So it's, I think I love that part more because it's you actually seeing kids develop every day, seeing them improve because they're still learning.
Yeah.
You know, they're playing for nothing besides loving the game. No one's paying them. They're probably playing to impress their friends and their parents. So the transition it's not as bad. It just makes me sharper in terms of focusing on fundamentals, making sure the skill development improves so I can take that to under 19 and 21 players that are contracted and trying to do this rugby journey thing. So, yeah.
Sure. Foxy, I have one question. So these, now you're under 19 Lions and you win the final. What happens next? Where do you go with your career? What do you do? Because school rugby's done.
Yeah.
What do you look to do with these guys?
Well, for now, they're going to go on a break. I think we've been going for 25 weeks straight.
Sure.
The kids did their medicals yesterday, clearance medicals. Some kids did their ops because by the end of the season, some guys were half broken.
Yeah.
Now they get a 4-week break. Then once we come back, we start again. We start from scratch. We go back to basics.
So do these under 19 guys now fall into the system of university rugby and club rugby, or you're trying to keep them?
No, here's the thing, right? We encourage kids at the Lions to study. If they can get that dual student athlete life, that will actually serve them well, because the crazy stat is probably 0.1% of those guys will be Springboks.
Yeah.
If that. So if they can get a balance of studying, because we push them to study. Some are actually studying now writing. Some will go into the varsity cups. And then when
they need it again.
Yes, next year. Because some of them are contracted, some of them are varsity students.
Okay.
So
and also not all of them are going to go straight into under 21 from there. They're going to have to play some rugby between that.
So the 21 season is in April. Then be corrected. The varsity cup starts in Feb. So once they go, they'll train. Some of the contracted Lions kids will train by us and train at the varsity.
Okay.
Then the varsity kids will be at the varsity full time, and then when it's time for the Lions Curry Cup campaign, then they join us again. So they're gonna go their separate ways for now, but then come back again later.
And I'm sure at this level, this is where most of the scouts are coming to have a look.
Yeah.
Now, do you encourage these guys to look around in terms of overseas, or are you trying to make things nice at the Lions so that they don't have to?
No, listen. We want to keep them here as much as possible.
Okay.
We want them to play for the Lions and get 50 to 100 caps if possible.
Yes.
We encourage kids to play Lions, win competition, get opportunities in senior rugby. So we want to make the Lions great again. I would never send them away. Yeah.
Yes. And then when you see that scout in the stadium there,
Make sure.
send the lion mascot over there.
No, listen, it's good. I think it adds value that the kids' talents are appreciated. That will help his stocks at the Lions and overseas, that there's other people that want him. It's not just us who think he's good.
Okay.
So it means we're doing something right also if other teams with bigger checkbooks want.
Yeah.
So, one thing I've appreciated at the Lions, in terms of a coaching and a management staff, you guys are working very closely from under 19 all the way through to the senior campaign. So I assume it's been a bit easier, particularly when it comes to interchanging players. Look at Bronson Mills, one day under 21, one day Curry Cup, things like that there. So the filtering system and the system in general, it works well together. Do you think that's certainly been a useful aid for your setup?
I think, like I say, you 100% right. The alignment is a word that's been used.
Alignment, here we are. I should know this is an English teacher. That's what I was looking for.
It's a word that's been used well. Our fearless leader, Mzwaki Nkosi, runs that ship tight because he's head of the juniors, head of Curry Cup. So hence, as you say, Kalim Beck, who can play under 21 this week, can play Curry Cup because the alignment is not so different. Even a kid who's 19 years old can go train in the Curry Cup because our systems are aligned. The coaches are all singing from one tune, so it's easy. Hence, if you watch, same management was in the Curry Cup final, same management 21 and 19. So I think all the credit goes to Nkosi because he's running a tight ship, obviously with the support staff. But what you're saying is 100% correct. Yeah.
So same management, Zonke Bonke were all together.
Yeah.
But on Monday morning, someone walked into their big boss's office with a gold medal around their neck and a trophy. So
Lucky. Where are you going with this?
So we're all together. But guys, listen.
Yeah.
So on the piece of paper there it says head coach under 19, Tekelevuki, Foxtrot. So no sour grapes, that's Sisonke, all together.
No, listen, like Star, when we lost the Curry Cup, it was a somber. All of us were crying.
Yeah.
The 21s, it's the same thing. When we win under 19, it's the same thing.
Okay.
We all happy when the 19s won on Friday. We're all devastated on the next day on Saturday because we as invested as anything in those kids.
Yeah.
All of us put our everything into them and seeing them develop. So, no.
Everybody's drinking beer. Some folks are just laughing, other
Some
folks
are
are crying.
commiserating, some are celebrating,
No, we
So-
all celebrate. We won. I think here's the thing, like, so those kids train together every day.
Yeah.
They eat together every day. They gym together. They stay in the same race together. So I think it was beautiful to see the under 21s travel all the way up to Pretoria. What do you call it? Twale. To go and celebrate and watch their team.
Yeah, we saw them there.
Yeah,
Standing
so
next
the
to
same
the field,
thing.
the B field.
Yeah, the same thing on Saturday. Then on 19s went in their numbers to support the 21. So we are really trying to push the togetherness and the family there. Yeah.
How do you, under 19s gold medal, under 21s final, Curry Cup final,
Yeah.
how do you sum up this season, which has been absolutely remarkable? It's been a minute since we've seen the Lions club so healthy. And this continuing from the good momentum of the URC, that was brilliant as well. So, yay. Sure that Yen function there, the Golden Lions Rugby Company. That SMS on the 13th of December. No, it's really been a wonderful campaign from you guys.
Lucky it has. In hindsight, on Saturday I would have said probably something different because the hurt was still stinging. But our doctor sent a message on the group. Having a 90% average winning is something to be proud of.
In South African rugby, that's
we've planned really, really well from top down, from our head coach Zoke to our head doctor, to the physio, to the masseuse. So everyone has been all hands on deck, and I think it's really healthy for the Lions to start winning and getting those winning columns, because there's something special happening around Joburg. URC stars unbeaten at the moment still. Curry Cup just
fell shy at the last hurdle.
21s, 19s, won.
Listen, you must have been in the background to see the Oaks. How did they deal with that after the...
It's tough. It was, I could speak from the changing room. You could hear a pin drop.
Yes.
Because people have invested their everything in that in that season. So they really wanted to win for the Carriers, for the Union. It would have been nice to bring a trophy to Emirates Airline Park. But it wasn't meant to be. But as a season as a whole, if I run it up, I think it was an
because
incredible
if you
season.
look at the season as a whole, beautiful.
Incredible.
You'll take it. But then you want to isolate it to just one
when you
game.
do micro stuff, you think, okay, we could have won there. But if we sat down beginning of last year and said, would we take a 93% winning average? Everyone in the room would have
all
said
day, every day,
100%.
twice on a Sunday.
Would you say would you take being a Curry Cup final? 100%. So because you get greedy. As any person, once it's there, it's within reach, then you get disappointed. But if you look in hindsight, that the last time we were in a final was how many years ago? 8 years ago?
8.
So it's a great achievement.
Okay.
It's something to be proud of. Let me say that. Yeah.
And also there's a winning culture there. It's not often that you've seen that across the ranks of the Lions. Sometimes people are just calling us, we're just there to participate. There was there's a winning mentality. We will win. We will get over the line. And I think that's been evident across the different age groups there. So, you and I were talking just before the show about planning starts already. A review of the season and then planning starts.
Yeah.
2 micro mistakes in the 21 final in the Curry Cup led to no gold medals. How do you better the season? Where do you start? Because like you said, 99% of the job was done.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we just fell a short there.
hurdle,
How
yeah.
does that planning even begin for the next season to say, what do we do differently?
No, like I said, you got to climb down from Everest at some stage.
It's the first one. Well
That's
said.
the first thing. Break everything down, start a stretch, create new goals, act as if last year didn't happen. Because pro sports cruel, eh? You
Got a
can-
clean slate. We can't
clean
last
slate,
year,
you
last
I
week.
can't be making examples. Last year's 2025 is a different year. Other people are making plans. Because here's the thing, once you're at the top, people chase you.
Yes.
So you got to stay in front so that the gap doesn't close as much.
So not getting to the top, the toughest one, it's staying there.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's we've got to make sure we're tough with our own selves first. What could we have done better? How we want to improve. Then we go to the nice fancy stuff, how we want to play and everything else. But it's all about breaking things down, starting from scratch, crawling again into walking, and then the other stuff will take care of itself. So that's literally our goals going
I
forward.
want to take us a step back.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a 18-year-old in first team at my school. How do I make the Lions? How do I get into the team? Are there trials? Are you scouting? Is it coming from Craven Week? Have you already had your eye on me?
Yeah.
How do I make a Lions team?
You got to play well. You've got to play really well for your school.
Yeah.
I don't think Craven Week is.
So is the school putting your name forward maybe?
We go and recruit.
Okay.
Us as coaches,
So you'll go and watch
we
the
go
boys
we
play.
go to all these festivals.
I think
go
I've
watch
seen
first
Foxy
team
at,
games.
pretty much we've been in the same amount of tournaments. So Nwet Saiti was
Don't
there, for
say
the
it,
club
love
we're
it.
there together.
Everywhere. So
Academy Week we're
Okay.
there together.
there's very
Because
few,
we know
yeah.
how the process will go to make the Prem side. I
Yes,
mean,
yeah.
we've been watching this for long enough.
Yeah.
But that under 19,
The
your first
transition from
break,
there.
how do you
It's
get
deliberate.
there?
No, listen, Dino, there's very few players we miss. We watch a lot of rugby.
Okay.
A lot. So we go Easter festivals, Wilder Clubs, North States, high
Yes.
school games. And here's another thing. Rugby is a community, right? So we've got people we trust. Let's say in Cape Town, there's a kid at a certain place. People in Tabazimi say we didn't make any provincial weeks.
Yes.
And their games are not on TV. So someone's like, hey, come watch this kid as tarted prop here. So it's all
Okay.
about relationships, all about watching the game. Then we can say, okay, because if you think about it, even in our side that won on Friday, there's very few Craven Week players there. So Craven Week
Very few.
is not
It doesn't
everything.
secure you.
No,
as
it doesn't
well.
secure you. If you're good and play Academy Week, if we think us as management you're good enough,
Yes.
we'll contract you. So
Okay.
it's a matter of performing and what we're looking for,
And
the type of
then
player
is
we're
there
looking for.
ever such a thing as a trials?
No, I think those trial days were back in 2001.
Yes.
So no, there are no trials. If you don't make it to our side, if you go to a varsity, we also watch young
Okay.
guns, all that stuff. So some guys are late developers. So you
Yeah, 'cause
might
you
miss
could
them at
miss under
school.
19
you
bus,
could be
but
injured.
pick them up at
yeah.
under 21.
Yeah, that's where you go to Pirates.
And that's where you go watch. So we had about 2 kids
Club Rugby,
from
yeah?
Club Rugby at Paris that joined us.
Okay.
Jared and Issa, because we rugby people. We go and watch rugby.
Yes.
And someone's like, hey, there's some talented kids there. Same as at UJ, same as at Wits. Ricardo Brandal was playing club rugby somewhere. So they come from everywhere.
Okay.
So you've just got to give your ear on the ground. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, we talk about the importance of club rugby, and I mean,
Yeah.
the Pirates Rugby Club just down the road here that really acts as a good filter to give those guys playing time, because the varsities also play in that club league there. So it's really, and I say this very loosely, it's very difficult to miss certain players, whether it be because of technology, you're able to watch the guys online,
Yeah.
whether you says you've got, trusted people in your circle at the other provinces there. So I think, from a recruitment point of view, it's not a hit and a miss anymore.
Yeah.
It's more intentional. It's not
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know about Dino. No, we move past Dino. We
Yes.
want that guy.
100%.
And that's where we're, so we're quite intentional in terms of recruitment. What I really like to see at the Lions, whether it's intentional or not, we're keeping so many Joburgers
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So you look at your Keses, your Jeppies, your
Monas.
Nortievals, your Vato Kluivs and things like that there. We're keeping those guys here, which is important, I think, not only for the province, but,
Yeah, but
keep it
that
here,
goes
keep
with
it here.
making the brand of Lions appealing for
Yes.
these guys to be
Yes.
here. And
100%.
after what we've just been through now, that's the team you want to be in.
Yeah.
But on that note,
It's the most excited I've seen Dino all day.
It's been too long since I've had one of those.
I don't know why I'm so excited, but I'm quite excited, I see. We still haven't seen that other one. What, that Pilsner one?
Yeah, I also haven't, hey. I want to ask the boys to send us a little something for the weekend.
Just to have a little difference in a brew there.
I told them if they send us a case, it'll be my weekend back.
No pressure. J Whiskers.
All right, Foxy.
Yes.
Bomb Squad Challenge. So you're going to pour yourself a nice Bomb Squad beer. And then you're going to neck it for a chance to be on our leaderboard.
I'm horrible. But yeah,
Well, listen.
I think Kasim
That
is my
guy's here.
target.
That guy's here.
4 seconds is world record stat. That's Craig Collerick.
Craig Collerick. Yeah, he was on the
Great
couch
players, man.
previously.
Yeah.
That's the other chat that we have with this guy after he next one the Dongster, because him and Craig have got something in common there. So let's get one up here.
All right, cool.
Let's get
So
one up
you
here.
can pour yourself a beer. There's enough in that can to have a sip, but we still wanted to get to the top.
I mean,
Listen to the
it's a-
proxy laughing in the back there. Listen here, bud, you got an 11-second down.
that was what the fuff, huh?
What the fuck?
Oh, how embarrassing. A whole international DJ chooses him as a proxy. He comes here. Come. Oh, man.
That might be me. You know?
Ah, listen.
Not the best
Oh.
pourer also.
Yes, how's the head on
Yeah,
that?
shame,
thing?
man. These guys are
Whiskers.
used to ordering their drinks.
No, you know what the thing is? The trophy was doing the trophy on the weekend, so it's got
Okay.
a better, volume that's there. So wait for that to.
Listen, while we're
to settle
waiting
down.
for that,
We
that
could
8th
be
man
here a
from
while.
the Bulls. Do you remember the 8th man from the Bulls?
Yes, I do.
I'm 19.
Oh, Jesus.
Big kid,
Surely
yeah.
that guy's not 19.
No, he's the 19-year-old from Cape Town. I think he
Listen,
went to
He
Stellenberg.
played a lovely game.
Very, very talented rugby player.
I watched him. He plays rugby like how Lionel Messi plays soccer.
Okay, that's a bit.
He stands around and he waits for the moment, But then he puts himself into the right spot.
Yes.
And with that sizes.
No, he's a big kid, tall, very talented. He should be in contention to make the SN at 20 side.
Okay.
So,
Really?
He's a very good rugby player. They'll fix him
Yeah,
properly.
because I
there.
watched him. The first try he scored was all brute strength.
Yes,
And then the
yes.
second one he actually.
No, he's a
fitted
big
into
kid.
the
He's,
backlines play, which
he's
is what
probably
you want from
easy
the
112, 14 kg. One
Oh, I
now.
just remembered. Toulouse is looking at the Lions prop. The guy that weighs 150 kilograms.
148. 148.
148.
He's going nowhere, that guy.
No, he can't. He can't go
going
anywhere.
Ah,
We
he's-
need him.
He's cemented there.
No,
He's
we-
going nowhere.
That's
We
my
need that
mother's
guy.
favorite rugby player.
He's going nowhere.
We need that guy.
Hey, it's not every day we brag about an old Saints guy, but hey, he's going nowhere. Stay there.
We
Stay
need
put.
that guy in Johannesburg.
I mean, he's serious, 148.
Very light on his feet also.
Well, we saw. Remember we played the highlights reel in was it the semi-final?
Yeah.
Yes. Where he gave a little shimmy there, a little show and go. Him and Nyaga Nyaga were competing about the shimmy try of the week there, because both of them did a little bit of a show and go. So no, he's going nowhere. Foxter,
Yes.
while we're waiting for that thing to find itself and come down, tell me, you come from the Eastern Cape, next thing you find yourself at 44 St. Patrick's Road.
Yes.
Carl Spillers and the lads. Donna Red's jersey.
Yes.
How's that experience been?
Like it was different. Eastern Cape boy, village kid.
Yeah.
Could barely put a couple of English words together.
Really?
And then you come to King Edward, where it's just primary English. The other problem is the other black guys speak 5 to 10 different languages. So it's not as if...
Xhosa guys, speak Xhosa.
So it's not...
Any other guy, Sutu guy, what.
Yeah.
You know, you
To be
can dabble a
fair,
little
the
bit.
Care
Xhosa
boys
guys.
couldn't put English together either. So
So like I said, it was challenging in the beginning.
Yeah.
Environment is different. Just Joburg in itself.
Yeah.
First time in Joburg, big city, away from home, staying at a hostel. But I think what helped is that I had a few mates that are already here. Your Scaran Tubenis,
Hey, guys came
Daniel
best for.
So,
Yes, they went shopping there.
Oh, best.
but great experience, Laxter.
Yeah.
Got to meet some incredible human beings. People who shaped my youthful life to where I think I am right now in fighting. So I'm back there now. So
I was about to say, so you finished school, back to Eastern Cape,
Yeah.
Border Bulldogs,
yeah, the dog.
and the lads.
Come on, the dog.
Yes. So you played there for
Yeah.
how many? You played a couple of seasons there.
Yeah, so after school, I went to EP Kings.
Yes.
Played some NMU Varsity Cup there.
Yes.
Played some Curry Cup there for EP Kings.
For EP Kings,
Vodacom
yeah.
Cup, all that stuff. After that, I went home to East London, played for Border 4 or 5 seasons. Enjoyed my time there. That's when the journey to coaching started. So I started branching off about 7-8 years ago now. Thinking about posts.
Were you player coach in your
Yeah,
side there?
Playing, coaching on the side.
Yes.
So
Because you told me you used to coach one of the what do you call it? The law enforcement team.
Yeah,
the rugby side. Tell us about that. You gotta tell us about that.
First gig, coach a
Did you
club.
even know that?
Clubs,
Listen to this. You gotta hear this.
Oh, they're everywhere. It's London Police. Coach them. It's actually.
I want to know how this
there's very-
conversation started.
There's very few policemen there, so it's just a club. It's just called the East London Police Club, based in East London. Coached them there. We quite a successful stint. Won the league title back to back. We won.
So what
top
division
40.
do they play in?
So it's like your Pirates club and
Okay,
Pirates and all this. So
okay,
it's the
okay.
same
Okay.
division that side. So for the border region, so we won the we call it the top 14. So
Okay.
it's border clubs versus the EP clubs combined.
Okay.
So we won that title. We won we used to call the COVID Cup. So people had to find something to do.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Like, so,
Yeah.
So we enjoyed it. It was my first experience coaching grown men, coaching guys that are older than me.
Not just grown men, not just older than you. Hey, pick up the rugby ball. And the guy's like, excuse me.
As you're about to
So-
take a leave, he just shows you his badge.
Oh, that's just a badge.
So no, like it was good. Made me learn a lot about myself.
Yeah.
How you deliver, because you gotta speak
Gotta
differently
have presence.
to a child and versus a 35-year-old man. You know. So, but if you work hard, they're respecting, then you respect them. So if you just have work ethic and you've got plans and they can see the vision you're trying to do, they'll follow suit. At the end of the day, they are rugby players.
All right, okay, boys, enough. We're avoiding.
Okay, I think I'm ready now.
Yeah.
That real? Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so how it's. Listen, when I do come
Dino's
here,
yet to make a debut.
Who's timing?
me.
There's a clock
So
there.
there's a clock, but there's no countdown. You're just gonna look at me when you're ready. I'm gonna give you a whistle, and then we go.
All right.
Okay. I know he's enjoying.
He's enjoying too much, yeah.
Proxy.
You enjoyed that too much. There was no drinking
You know,
there.
every
he was
time we get a
savoring.
new guest on the couch, we always look at the top. But
We
I
need to
told
turn
you
this
check
thing
the
upside
bottom.
down here.
No, I said I'm chasing Kasim.
You know what the thing is? You know when you're a guy that drinks Corona, your palate is used to something different. So now all of a sudden we give him a bomb squad. My boy's tongue's like, yep.
That's a lot, huh?
all right, now that we've got you where we want you,
Okay.
I've got a question, man.
Yeah.
How does a coach get scouted for a position to be like what you're in?
Good question.
You know, you're adding value. That's a great question.
I think it starts with winning. You how you coach. Because here's the thing, right? In world of sport, it's all about relationships. So if you want to get a coach to coach a certain way, the head coach of that union or club can go searching for someone. And because the nice thing is, it says technology is good. You can watch people's teams play.
Yes.
You can sort of understand if, let's say,
You can follow teams.
we can follow, let's say, if it's who's doing the attack. They say there's a guy named Lonabo Ntleki, then the coach will be, okay, we're interested in that guy.
Okay.
Can we give him a bash? So it's pretty much, it's similar to how you
Would
scout
scout a
players.
player.
Yeah, so it's
Performance based.
performance based, coaching style, all that stuff. So what's your fundamentals, what your ethos is, what you believe in.
So what was the moment that you made the break?
The break. I think it was
What do you mean? To get into the
get
line
into
set
the
up,
line.
the
To get,
school set up?
to get recognized.
yeah.
Because, I mean, you can coach the cops as much as you want.
Yes.
Somebody needs to see you.
Oh,
Or
okay.
they need
I
to
didn't
be
understand your
moment that
question.
it
Ah,
happens,
okay,
you
I've
know?
got you.
No, obviously I was coaching Eastern Police, coaching the Hutton Park first team.
Yes.
Becky Taylor's phoning me saying, we got a coach.
So did a decent job there. We had some good results. Got an opportunity to get a move to come to King Edward.
Okay.
Came to King Edward, coached there.
So that coaching at school is a big platform.
It is
eh?
it's a great platform. It's a massive platform. From there, I went to coach, apply for the Wits job.
Yes.
Wits Young Guns job. We did very well. They took the Young Guns side to a semi-final for the first time in
That was your
Wits-
first season?
Yeah, Wits history. So I think it was a feather in that caps for people to say, hey, I think that guy
Okay.
knows one or two things about this oval ball thing.
Matthew, can we get rid of this score, please? It's depressing.
It is depressing. I'm even sweating. I'm even sweating on that beer. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
So you did the Wits.
Some folks are running 100 meters.
Actually, he can run 100 meters faster than that. You talk about that.
Yeah.
Because you dabble a bit of center.
Yes.
You weren't afraid to kick a rugby ball either.
No.
And if people really didn't know what to do with you, they could stick you on the wing and you could find yourself over a try line. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Young Guns, really, really good season.
Yeah.
First up there. Tell me now, throughout your coaching, you coach various teams.
Mm-hmm.
Give us one awkward moment, like one where you were like, here, let's not make sure. Whether with a player, whether results weren't going your way, whether your halftime team talk was not the one. Just one time when you were tested.
I think lucky it was, as a coach, was a young coach at the time. I was coaching a 15A side at Hutton Park.
Okay.
Probably one of the worst sides I've ever coached.
And you had to fast beta.
I think lucky we won probably 2 games out of 16. So that's when you think, do I really want to do this coaching thing?
Or you want to stick it out?
Or I'm like, okay, let's try something. We're scraping every week. Every week we're trying to get a result, and we kept on losing. Now you sit down with yourself, you're like, am I just a rubbish coach, or are these kids not that good? So I think that time was a turning point in my coaching career, in that I actually really want to do this thing.
Yeah.
Because most of the time as coaching, we start results orientated, not development of kids. Have the kids actually improved without the result? Are they actually enjoying what they're doing? Or after losing every week, they were still coming to training. So clearly, training wasn't that bad. It's just that.
Well, listen, I'm
we're
glad
getting
you
the
paid
results.
your school fees, because, I mean, look what you've done now.
Yeah. No, it's important. It's important. It's important to
When you
start
have
there.
that chat there, maybe it's the wrong career. maybe these guys suck.
Well, normally those conversations go either one way
Yes,
or
no.
the other. But you talk about development. I want to mention this quickly as we wrap up. So I happen to be at one of the tournaments that Foxy was coaching at, a junior school. Probably one of the biggest rugby festivals, certainly in the top half of the country.
Yeah.
For junior level, we're talking under 11, under 13. I mean,
yeah.
multiple teams, plenty, 20 plus teams from around the country.
1,000 plus boys.
And I remember 2 things Foxy said, because we came to watch him and support Caps, and Foxy said 2 things. One, he looked at a team from the Western Province and he said, "Are these guys 13? They're my size." There was a team from Western Province. That Paul Boys team. Do you know the guys were our size, playing Calfoot? Like they would wait for someone to come tackle them just so they can high five and then run, score a try. That's the first thing that Foxy said. And the second thing Foxy said, we stood in the middle of the school and you could see all 4 fields at the same time.
Yeah.
And Foxy said to me, "Laxter, have a look. Have a look around. How are we developing rugby? My team is only transformed team here."
Easy.
He was like,
Easy.
"This is grassroots rugby. We're meant to be developing rugby. I mean, here I am. I've got some guys in the mix here. I've got everybody. We're diverse, we got kids from all across the plains. Look at these other schools. It's just Africans here. Just Africans. And he says, but I'll still play them, Laxter. Prove a point here. So I think very seldomly do we appreciate the development that goes through, because one thing we always say in coaching, whether it's me and water polo or you guys know, you've got to be intentional about development, transformation. Got to be. So keep up the good fight, Coachy. Keep up the good fight.
We'll try fight.
Keep up the good
Lucky,
fight.
before you wrap it up, I got to know. The nickname Foxy, where does this come from?
Okay.
Actually, the real story, or you heard
It's the end of the show. You've had a beer. Give us the spicy one.
I'm actually joking. The nickname came from an old coach of mine, Grant Griffith, legend at Dell College.
Yes.
A man who gave me opportunity because I was the capital of Eastern Cape, if anyone knows, Bisho. I was at Bisho Primary School.
Yes.
He found me there playing rugby. Took me over to Dale. If you think I couldn't put one or two words of English together, I couldn't speak English at all.
Oh, wow.
From that side. So I think maybe because I was quiet, he thought I was quiet.
Okay.
It's just I couldn't speak English. So for some reason, he saw me running afterwards and it's like, all right, Fox runs like a fox, whatever. And then the name stuck, So if someone would say Fox, I would say yes.
Yeah, because you've been Foxy since day one.
Day one, Fox.
Yeah, so I would say yes because obviously I couldn't compensate.
You could be like, no, I don't want to be called. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Foxy, yes, let's go. But I've made the story a bit funny, debating who I'm with.
Okay.
So I can make a few things up, But that's the original Grant Griffith, great man who gave me an opportunity to change my life, really. So, yeah.
Coachy, well done on a fantastic season.
Yeah.
Wishing you more and more success as you plan for the next campaign. But we're immensely proud of you. It's difficult to do the job that you do. Yeah. I think people underestimate it. As young as you are, the development of black coaches in particular also, and then to see you guys at the summit there is really good. So keep it up, Coachy. Aye. Doing the things, cooking the pots.
No, I just want to say thank you guys, Luxter. You guys also have an incredible show here. You've got something big that's happening, so keep at it. We love watching Lucky's WhatsApp story to check who's the next guest, keeping us
keeping your toes.
Well, it's you.
Yeah.
So, but thank you guys for the opportunity to come here.
Cool.
Thank you for having me. It's been good.
Awesome.
I had a good time.
Thank you for being here, and I mean, this is only the beginning of your career, and I can't wait to watch the whole thing happen. Yeah,
100%. I think we both at the beginning of our careers there. So let's give it a bash.
I will give it a bash. We'll give it a bash. Donkster, we won't want to ask where the nickname Donks came from.
I don't want to.
That will take another show on its own day.
You can find that late at night on Twitter, maybe.
Okay, maybe they're on the socials. Very quickly, what's happening this weekend?
Okay, Lucky, for me, there's one thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Max Holloway, Ilya Topuria,
Yeah.
UFC. That's me for this coming weekend.
You and I are in the same day. I never understand the guys moving each other, flexing. We don't understand.
I'm not even angry, but I must go fight.
Yeah, imagine.
Okay.
Listen, $300,000 for a loss.
I'll get angry.
Move on.
Okay,
move on.
You've done it.
I'm at the St. Stedians Invitational this weekend. The first teams are playing there, so I'll be across at St. Stedians.
You're going to be reffing there as well?
Till Sunday, coaching, commentating, zonke bonke, everything.
Okay. I'm going to come pay you a visit.
Yeah, pay us a visit there. So we're to Water Polo Club. We're in the mix there as well.
Sunday morning
we're there. And you? Still hopping along?
Yeah, me, still waiting. I've been wearing the same shoe now for too long. It's time.
Were those skinny jeans once upon a time?
Hey, bro! Hey! All right, cut the show!
Woo! That leg is finished there. Guys, on that bombshell from our couch.
To yours.
Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you.
Dino, that leg is finished, bro.
It's going to be pale.